Auburn football, once feared, now forgotten. Year after year, the Tigers have fallen short, and the fans, they've had enough. This proud program deserves better, and that's where I come in. In CFB26, I'm taking over the Auburn Tigers, and this time, mediocrity isn't an option. The goal? Bring Auburn back to national relevance and make the SEC fear the Tigers again. No more excuses, no more heartbreak, just a national championship. Let's rebuild Auburn football and remind the world what War Eagle really means. We are currently 3-4. Usually I'm able to jump into 3 games a season, and we have no recruits because in my view, if Hugh Freeze was fired mid-season, many of the 4 and 5 stars would split for other schools. I may or may not check the prospect list to see if there's anybody that still has us high on their list, or see if there's anybody that may be without a scholarship that could possibly play for us. But if not, we're going to have to depend on the transfer portal. So we just finished our recruiting for this year, and you'll have to excuse me, guys. I've been sick with a very sore throat, so I can still feel it, but you have to keep working, right? I did want to show you that Keldrick Falk, who we lost in the portal, Clemson scooped up, so that was a bummer. Falk was number 1 in the whole transfer portal, and number 2 was Colin Simmons from Texas, an edge rusher. Here's the guys that we got in order of position. For the most part, there's no quarterbacks, but there's good and bad about that. The good is that we still have Jackson Arnold. The bad part about that is that we did not get a third quarterback, so we're gonna have to have a walk-on most likely as our third string quarterback. So I'm seeing this at the same time you are, what the dev traits are on these guys. So this kid was number 42 in the whole transfer portal, Duke Watson, but only impact dev trait. This 3-star running back, impact dev trait as well. Duke Powell, a 4-star. We got elite dev trait. Aaron Anderson, the number 16th overall recruit from LSU, has star development. Ja'Cory Barney Jr., who is a staple in the transfer portal from Nebraska, and he's only impact dev trait. Mario Craver, another 4-star we got, only impact dev trait. Cam Shanks, normal dev trait for this guy. We did get a tight end, impact dev trait. We got this guy, Lomu, a tackle from Utah. He has star development. And then on the other side, we got Jacarius Peak from NC State, I believe. We got a 3-star guard that is star development. And then here's Colin Simmons from Texas. He has star development. So I'm super pumped to see how good he is. This is a transfer we got from Oklahoma, and he has star development as well. 4-star free safety, normal, strong safety, 4-star impact. We did get the 5th best class in the portal, so you can't complain about that. We are getting ready to start the 2026 season. After what started out as a terrible year, we rattled off some wins, and we start the year as the 23rd ranked team in the nation. If you look there, we're 99 overall. What that means is that we did extremely well in the transfer portal. Let's show you our schedule real quick. We play number 11 Duke, number 16 Wake Forest. We play Tennessee at home. We do play Virginia Tech, who was 8-5 last year. We play number 4 Ole Miss. We play at home against West Virginia, Mississippi State, Texas, South Carolina, Florida, LSU, and Alabama. Jackson Arnold is back as our starter. He will be a 91 overall. Deuce Knight is up to an 85, but we didn't even get a walk-on quarterback. So we only have 2 quarterbacks on our roster. Duke Watson will be our number 1 back. Our wide receiver core, Aaron Anderson, and you know you're set when Cam Coleman, he's our second receiver. We are set at 1 and 2, and 3 and 4 with Shanks and Ja'Cory Barney Jr. and then Mario Craver. And then look at our 6th receiver, Malcolm Simmons. He's only an 89, but he has an elite dev trait. At tight end, we're a little lean. 85 and 82. At left tackle, we did well in the transfer portal, 94 overall, 90 at left guard, 81 at center, 84 at right guard, 91 at right tackle. And through the transfer portal, thank you God, we got Colin Simmons from the University of Texas. On the other end, we have Adebawar. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong, but he is very good. At defensive tackle, we have Malik Autry and Malik Blockton as a 90 and 85 overall. At the Sam positions, some of our weakest positions are our linebacker positions, but they all are star dev traits, it seems. So 87. Star dev trait, the Mike position, 84, and Will, a redshirt sophomore, 85, star dev trait. At cornerback, a little lean here, 90, 89, 86, 85, and 84. So our nickel and dime corners will be pretty solid, but our 1-2 corners are not elite. Our free safety is only a redshirt sophomore, but he's only an 85 overall too. Our strong safety is an 88, and then our kicker is a 78 overall, 97 kick power, 89 accuracy, and then our punter is a 78 overall. We are 2-0. We are number 12 through week 3, and look at what I have to try to decide. We almost lost to Duke. We won by 3. We blew out ranked Wake Forest. Now we have to figure out, who do we play? Ranked Tennessee, who is in the 90s. Virginia Tech, who's ranked 18th. Ole Miss, who's 3rd. Texas, who for sure is in the 90s. Florida, who has to be, if not in the 90s, close to the 90s. LSU, who is most definitely in the 90s. And Alabama, who is mid-90s, if not high 90s. And I have to pick 3 of these to play. Well, we're playing Tennessee today. We have to. If any of you are wondering, I do have a cold or something like that. I'm not crying over the juggernaut of a schedule that we have to go through. Maybe it's a little of both. I don't know. I think they're going to look Ja'Cory Barney Jr. here, the Nebraska transfer, and they are, and he gets in for an Auburn Tigers touchdown. Again, another crossing pattern, which is Charles Polson's bread and butter. And people can hate on it, but when it works, you keep going back to the well. And that is a touchdown, my friends. Number 8 for the Auburn Tigers. That is the Mr. Cam Coleman. Auburn missed the extra point, so it's only a 6-point lead right now. Watson to Arnold's right. Oh, Arnold just gets rid of it. But look at Watson go. Look at him stay on his feet. So they'll just go a little deeper, and they do, to Cam Coleman. They almost certainly will look Shanks or Anderson here. And there's Anderson in for an Auburn Tiger touchdown. So the Auburn offensive coordinator, a huge fan of screens. And why not, when you can just walk into the end zone? 30-20, Auburn holds off the Volunteers of Tennessee. Ooh, we got a 4-star corner to commit. Always huge when you can get the commits early on in the season, because it frees up points. As my mom would rock me to sleep every night when I was a kid, she would always say, always try to get 4-star gems. Thank you, Mom. No, I'm just kidding. She never said that, I don't think. I don't remember. I was too little. We are in week 9. We stand number 2 in the nation with 14 4-stars. Texas has lost 2 games, but they, as you can see, are extremely tough, especially with Arch leading them. So, and this is not the Arch of this year. This is a much better Arch. This could be a make or break game because we only have one game left to play, and yet we have schools like LSU and Alabama still on the schedule amongst others. It's pretty nice when Cam Coleman can be your number 2 wide receiver, I'd have to say. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Butler breaks one off. So Texas scores just immediately. Almost no time came off the clock. Oh, and they hit their receiver over the middle. Oh my gosh. That corner or safety missed him. Is that Ja'Cory Barney Jr.? Offensive coordinator seemingly wanting to stick with the same 3 plays. It's a little different method. Play action. Oh, and he throws a pick. Solely because of that pressure. Our offensive coordinators determined that we're going to run the ball in. But we will not. We will pass it to Duke Watson on the screenplay. Alright, I've done no practice since the last horrendous kick that I made. So, for those that pray, pray. That is good. Play action. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Did you see how high that was popped up in the air? Please show that on replay. That was popped like 10 yards in the air. Matthew McConaughey is so geeked up right now. 2nd and inches. Oh yeah. Get it to Anderson. Touchdown, baby. Ooh, they're going to go with a 5 wide receiver set. Craver comes into the game. Oh. Yes! Touchdown, baby. Aaron Anderson. Look at that ball float, baby. So Auburn does it, folks. They outlast the Texas Longhorns in an epic SEC battle. 38-35. Single season passing touchdowns record for Auburn. Jackson Arnold. That is right. We are at the Iron Bowl. The biggest game of the year, some say, in college football. It is Auburn versus Alabama. Oh, wide open. Wide open is Ja'Cory Barney Jr. They were playing a zone defense. It looked like nobody covered him. Alabama jumps on the scoreboard quickly. They go to Ja'Cory Barney Jr. and he picks up massive yardage down to the Alabama 44-yard line. That was Cam Shanks, excuse me. Oh, wide open is 85. Jackson Arnold found Mario Craver near the sideline, just absolutely with nobody covering him. 1 minute left in the first quarter. He scores a touchdown. 25, that's Butler, guys. Alabama up by 10. Oh, what a catch by Cam Coleman. It is a touchdown to number 8. All right, we're all tied up at 38. 2:37 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, Coleman's in, baby, for a touchdown. Hopefully it is not too soon of a score. An Auburn first down would seal this game. And that's it. 45-38 on a late touchdown run by Auburn, led by Jackson Arnold. More commits. 4-star tight end. We're still a B-plus championship contender, and Coleman wants out. He does not want to be a part of the 5th-ranked team. Oh, being the 5th-ranked team, we can change that in the SEC championship. We will face Texas again. Welcome to the SEC championship game, where Arch Manning and his Texas Longhorns will take on the Auburn Tigers. Running back in motion. They go Coleman over the middle, and Coleman picks up a huge chunk of yards, gets down to the Texas 22-yard line. Auburn's number 2 wide receiver. We were lucky to get him back. There's such a thing as no chance of getting a guy back. And then there's a very rare, almost nearly impossible to get the player back, and I've never had it happen before, but we did it with Cam Coleman, and he said, yes, I'm coming back. Play action.
And Shanks, look at Shanks go, but number 9 runs him down about the 12-yard line. Oh, nice pass to the tight end, Howard. Jackson Arnold has gotten so much better this year at his lob passes. So 14-10 is your score. Oh, Anderson is open, baby. Yeah. Go. Go. Anderson, our number 1 receiver, is letting the fans hear it as Auburn will go up 21-10 over Texas. And there goes Arnold again with that lob pass, running back in motion. And they get it to 87. That's Shanks. And Shanks just easily runs in for another Auburn Tigers touchdown. Oh my gosh. The O-line gave Jackson Arnold so much time on that play. Mr. Shanks is in the house. If Auburn wins this game, he is going to be right up there in the MVP conversation. Now it is 4th and 1. Aaron Anderson is wide open, and that is the game, folks. That was much harder than expected, but Texas did make it very difficult on us earlier in the season, and so I guess we couldn't expect anything less from them, and especially led by a good Arch Manning. And we go all the way up to number 2, so it appears that we will have, in fact, a bye. Jackson Arnold wins the Walter Camp Award. He also wins the Maxwell Award, and he does win the Heisman Trophy for 2026. If Auburn fans knew that, they would be beyond excited. Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award. Cam Shanks won the Biletnikoff Award with 21 TDs and 98 receptions with 1,500 yards. Davey O'Brien Award winner. That's few job offers. Oh, defensive coordinator. That's logical. So it looks like we will play the winner of Michigan and Miami. So it will be the Miami Hurricanes versus the Auburn Tigers. You are looking live at the Peach Bowl, where the Auburn Tigers are about to come out of the tunnel to face the Miami Hurricanes. Oh, Anderson. He's got him. Jackson Arnold hits Anderson deep. Oh, we're going to get another press coverage. Miami is trying to press Anderson. What are they doing? Auburn has the ball at Miami's 2-yard line, and they run a screenplay like Coach Polson loves to do close to the end zone. And what happens? It is another Auburn Tiger touchdown. 31-14 is your final at the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, where your Auburn Tigers will try to continue on in their fight to win a national championship. But they will first have to get past the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, who thankfully did not wear their green jerseys. So 2nd and 9, obviously a passing down for the Auburn Tigers. No, they go with the run. And look at Watson go. He is gone. Auburn is going to put up a touchdown. Shanks. Arnold just got rid of it, guys. Just got rid of it, and Shanks was right there. That is Mr. Cam Coleman. So Auburn is deep in their own territory at their 25-yard line. 1:38 left. Notre Dame has all 3 timeouts left. But look at that swerve. So Jackson Arnold play action, and he cannot get the ball away. We are going for it. I know this is crazy, guys. But when you have Shanks, that is what you do. The Auburn Tigers are going to the national championship. They have beat the undefeated Notre Dame Fighting Irish. You know why we're here. For that trophy right there. Auburn Tigers Nation is wanting that trophy, but Lane Kiffin and the Ole Miss Rebels are wanting it just as much. Jackson Arnold leads the Tigers out. I don't know if we've had the pleasure of playing them this year, but Aaron Anderson has had the pleasure of catching touchdowns. He's at the 10, the 5. He's in, folks. And on an unbelievable play, Aaron Anderson catches it and goes the distance for the Auburn Tigers. And that goes to Mr. Coleman, who once on the first train out of Auburn, because they are not a championship contender, as he participates in a game to try to win a championship. That is the game itself. Shanks is everywhere, guys. Running back in motion. And that one is caught by Shanks again. Guys, Ole Miss has used all their timeouts. We can just kneel this out. Coach Polson has taken over for the fired head coach and in 1 year taken the Auburn Tigers not only to the national championship, but a victory over Lane Kiffin and the Ole Miss Rebels. So the Auburn Tigers are on top of the college football world once again. Congratulations to all the Auburn fans out there. War Eagle, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, I would appreciate if you would hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to the channel, to my family. It means more than you know. If you hit that noti bell along with the subscribe button, it'll alert you of future things that I put out. If you would smash that like button and leave me a comment. I love, hearing great things in the comments. But what's funny is when people want to leave negative comments, it counts positively towards the YouTube algorithm, and so it just pushes it out to more people. I'm not above taking constructive criticism, just like anybody. I love the positive comments more than anything. Love you guys, all of you guys. Whether you're Alabama fans and you hate this episode, I still love you, man. We will talk to you guys soon. Know that you're made for a purpose. Take care, guys.